Hi guys, in today's video we are going to paint this beautiful painting in simple 4 steps. Let's get started. Before we step into the painting, we need to draw the outline of the fish. So here I am drawing the outline of the fish with my pencil. I have given the image link in the description. In the first step we are painting the background. So in this painting we are using these colors for our background. So I am going to take the color ultramarine blue and I added a little black to ultramarine blue, and I am going to use my round brush and I am going to blend the color here. So there is no perfect pattern to give color in this painting for the background. I just playing with the colors, like mixing the color black and ultramarine blue and apply the color. So I am going to just play with the color. So all you need to do is just take some ultramarine black and viridian blue. So take all the colors and just play with your colors. Apply the color ultramarine blue with viridian. I'm going to mix the color here. So in this painting, in the left side of the canvas, I mostly use the color black and ultramarine blue. In the middle of the canvas, I mix the color ultramarine blue and viridian to get a beautiful shade which is more like a green and blue shade, and I use the color in the left side on the right side of the canvas. So I'm going to play with the colors like this. So just take the colors and just apply the color wherever you want to apply some colors. So this will be really fun and make our painting even more perfect, because blue and green are like analog colors. They are going with each other very well. So I really like this color pattern, so that I just play with the colors. So this is an easy and simple trick to improve your painting a step again. So here you can see, now again I mix the color ultramarine blue and viridian. So these colors give you a beautiful shade, but we have to be very careful while doing this, because I don't want to mess up with the drawing of the fish. So I was really very careful while blending the colors, so that I use my round brush so I can control the flow of my brush. In step 2 we are painting the head of the fish. So here we need the color to paint the fish. So I add a little white and I'm going to apply the color orange here. So here I use my detailing brush. So this is really very easy and handle the brush, because we need to paint in a very tiny area. So we must use detailing brush because the bristles are very small, so we can draw any tiny area. So here you can see I'm just applying the color orange all over the place except for the eyes, and I'm going to mix the color orange and yellow, orange and a little white. So I'm going to apply the color on the top of the head. So we need to apply the color like for the lighting of this painting. So now you can see I am going to add more colors on the bottom as well. So in the bottom I mix the color orange, yellow and a little white, and I'm going to apply the color. Once I finish apply the color, I am going to blend the color with the orange we applied earlier. So you can see there is a beautiful thing in our painting. So now we can add extra details. So here I use the color red, and now I use my very small detailing brush and I am going to add some red strokes in the head. So I am going to apply the color yellow on this area for the details in this painting. Now I am adding more detail in this area. So first I use the color yellow orange. So once the color is completely dry, we are going to add more details in this area. So now you can see I mix the color yellow and white and I am going to apply the color. So we use these colors for the highlight and light values in our painting. So it must be really easy to paint this. And now you can see I am painting the red strokes around the head. So this will make the head will pop up from this painting, and I painted a cute mouth and I'm going to paint the eye here. So first we need to apply the color yellow. So once the yellow layer is completely dry, we are adding more layers in our painting. So you can see now I painted a white circle. Inside the white circle we are adding a black circle. Now the eyes of our face is really ready, and the step 2 we are painting the body and cells of this fish. This is really easy to paint the body. So first we need to apply the color orange. Gradually we add the color yellow. So when we are reaching the bottom, we are adding more yellow. So this is the simple trick to paint the body of the fish. So once we finish apply the color, we need to add some extra details here. So now I am going to take the color and add more details. So in this area we need to add the color orange, and I'm going to just blend the colors with this body colors. And now in this area we need a very bright yellow, so I added some yellow. So we are adding more red in this area. Now let's paint the shell. To paint the shell, it is really easy. All we need to do is draw some patterns like this, and in this area we need some bright yellow, so I leave some space. And now I'm going to add more bright yellow in this place. So here for this more bright yellow, I use the color yellow and white to get a very light shade of yellow. Now let's continue with our shell painting. So I'm going to paint the patterns all over the body. So once we finish it, now we can add more details. So in this area we are adding more details. So now let's start with the yellow, and we are painting some stroke inside the patterns we painted earlier. So once this layer is completely dry, we are adding more details. Now you can see I mix the color yellow and I apply the color again on this painting. Now let's add the color yellow and white, and we are adding the highlights here. So now you can see the cells are really perfect. Here I am adding the color white for the highlight. So we have to be really careful while adding the tiny details in our painting. In step 4, we paint the fin of the fish. So first apply the color orange, and we are adding more colors. So let's apply the color orange. Here I am using my round brush and I just blocking some color here. Now let's apply the color light orange. To get the light orange, I mix the color white and orange, and I'm going to blend the color here. So now we are adding the color light blue. To get the light blue, I mix the color white and cerulean blue. So I'm going to add the color here. So we are just blocking the color here. We don't need to blend these two colors. So if you're following my page for a long time, you might know I paint from the suggestion of my followers. So this time a follower asked me to paint a beautiful golden fish. So I decided to make this painting with easy and simple tricks for beginners. So I really hope this painting would be really helpful for beginners. So if you find this tutorial is really helpful for you, then please let me know in the comment section. Now let's apply the color red for all the fins, so except the caudal fin. So we are adding the color here. Now I am blending the color orange with the red we painted earlier. So just blend these two colors. We add some white color between the red and blue strokes. So here you can see I just add the color white between the colors. Now again I take the color orange and I add some brush strokes here. Now it's time to add more details in the fin. So I'm going to add some yellow strokes on this area. So here I use my detailing brush to paint the little strokes. So we need to paint some tiny lines here. So in this red and orange zone we need to paint the strokes in yellow. So this is the simple trick to make our fin painting really easy. Now we are adding some long lines in the opposite side. So here we use the color light blue. So here I mixed more white to this blue to have this really light shade of blue. So I am going to paint the long lines here. So This is an easy trick. So you have to apply the color yellow in this red and orange zone, and we need to apply the color light blue in this blue zone. So this is a very easy trick to paint the fin. If you are new to my channel, I am Rexana. I love to paint with acrylic. So here I am sharing my painting knowledge with beginners. So if you find my tutorial is really easy and helpful for you, then please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please follow my Instagram to know all the regular updates about my painting. If you like this painting, then please share this video with your friends and art lovers. Now let's add some black strokes between the light blue strokes. So this is really easy, but this time we need to paint the strokes up to the white zone. So this is the easy trick I made for beginners to paint the fin. So I hope this trick is really easy. Let's paint the final fin in this painting. This fin is overlapping the body, that's why we need to paint it at last. So here we are adding the same things in this painting. We are going to repeat the same patterns, but we are not adding this yellow strokes on this red zone. We are directly add the light blue strokes and black strokes, and that is okay for this fin. And I hope this tutorial is really helpful. Please let me know in the comment section. I will meet you guys with another beautiful painting with easy tricks. Until then, have fun with colors.